guys, I'm here. I'm in a retail store in Newcastle City Centre and I'm here to tell you why I think I'd be great for this role and how I think I'd thrive in different situations where I'm up and down the country with different locations and different varieties of people. So I really love people, I love to travel, I love different locations, and I've been with AE now for the last 2.5, 3 years, and I've been right away from our Greenock shores all the way over to our Indian shores with our offshore partners over in India. So I feel like key stakeholder interactions become stronger face to face, and I feel I'd really be able to maximise these key stakeholder interactions by working across these different sites and looking at who works in what location and how I can draw out the best in them people and maximise that for use in this role. And I really feel a strong sense that while working with these cultures, that necessarily the most common way isn't always the correct way. We can really learn from different environments. I feel I'm able to thrive in different environments, and in this role I think I'll be able to get a difference of what we do up and down our country in our wider set of business. And with that in mind, I think I'll be able to take best practice from what we currently do and implement it nationwide and make sure that the standards that we follow for great delivery are adhered to up and down the country, and they're sharing and given all best practice across all sites. So I'm here at our Switch site in Doxford, and I was thinking to myself, how can I demonstrate that I'm the best person for this role? And I thought to myself, I need to come and find a place of great inspiration, and where better than to come than the home of our best network and the AE network, the UK's biggest and fastest. I feel I'll be best for this role because I am very motivational, and I think I can really, get people inspired by what goes on around us. And I feel that I naturally have the ability to make people think outside of the box, and if they're not maybe thinking outside of the box, really pull that information out of them and prepare them to go to the next level in their own development. So I really feel that I'm committed to the training delivery standards, and I feel that with my team back in North Tyneside, I'm really sitting in with them all the time. I spend a lot of time with Jane, I spend a lot of time with Mandy and Scotty and a lot of my other team, finding out what they do for best practice, and I sit with them and I really like the feedback part of it. I feel that the feedback I'm able to bring to the role is constructive, developmental, and it's really going to bring on our trainers across the wider set. I feel the role itself, it's going to be up and down the country, so it really needs someone who can focus their time and attention at being across our sites and centres at any one given time. And I feel myself, I've demonstrated that quite well in my career so far. So working in Greenock and then going right from the shores of Greenock over to our Indian centres with our partner, I really feel that I'm a strong candidate to be able to take on that amount of stress and pressure and really put it into something and channel it into positive energy. I feel I can be committed to this role 100% of the time. Now outside of the role at home, I don't have any commitments that's going to hold me back. So I'm open to doing anything. I know I can be all across different sites at any time, and I'm really good with that. I found myself in recent months in a really odd place within my career where I've started to think outside of the box, and I've really started to challenge some of the energies that I've had into thinking, my results are very me orientated. And what I'd really love the opportunity to do, and what I feel I'd be great at doing, is sharing all of the experience and knowledge that I've gained throughout my last 2.5 years, and all of the NPS scores that I've gained and the track record of going out into the business and sharing that across the wider team, so that in turn I can look at what I do within the business and start to measure the business's success as my own, instead of looking at what just an NPS score means to me individually. I want to go wider, and I really, really want to grow and develop and make these staff understand how we can all do that as part of a big team. I really want our team, to work together, multi-site as one big team. So, the other people who are successful in this role can really share best practice so that the standards across the UK all mirror each other and we're all working towards the same goal. I'm really keen on sharing knowledge and expanding on, my successes as an individual operations trainer, and really leading that and going out into our workplace and our business and looking at how we can develop based on all of the experience that we bring, whether it's across our retail stores, our contact centres, or if it's our onshore or offshore partners. And finally, I feel that the most important thing that you need to have to do this role is passion, and I really feel I demonstrate that in every bit of work that I do with EE. EE is part of me, and I feel my career growth is in this company, and I really feel that without the passion, someone's not able to tackle this role in the way that you're going to want it to be tackled. If there's passion there, there's a want, a desire, a need, and I feel I have that passion, desire and need to grow with you and change and develop what we can do with our operations team. You know what, it's absolutely freezing here at Doxford this evening, and I'll switch sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clickety click out of here and I'll see you at North Tyneside. Whoa, that was super fast. So, absolutely freezing outside, so I've got a nice cup of EET. So, when I look at being a lead trainer, the one thing I would like to change about frontline training is what we do 30, 60, 90. So, as a trainer, what we do is we tend to look at our MPS scores and we take them MPS scores and we don't really look at what happens out in the business. So for me, what happens after an MPS has been generated in a training room is really key to the success of the agent. So, are our frontline trainers spending time out here on the floors in our business with our guys, making sure that what we train lands and it's secure and solid. So I really feel it's key that we start to look at our commercial successes and how we have an influential factor on what we put out onto the floor, and how commercial success should be brought into the training room, or if not brought into the training room, how can we do more to understand what goes out on frontline. So what I'd love to change is what goes out from a training room into our frontline customer service agents and how we follow up on that. So whether that looks like coaching on an individual need, whether it's going out to an operation manager or a team manager, looking at different grad day situations, how we support our grad days, and again looking from an operational side, what they expect of us. So holding things like meetings to make sure that, one, when groups go out into our communities, they are supported in the correct way, and two, what our operation expects from us as a training deliverer to make sure that we're embedding the skills out there in the business in the most effective way possible. Oh, hi guys, sorry, you just caught me back at home now to being in North Tyneside. Was just giving me a little Best for People award, a little rub down there, a little bit of a clean. So, I have thought about what I would do in situations, and there are going to be challenges that come up in roles. So, the first one that I think is going to be a challenge is getting buy-in of the wider team. So, a lot of people will be going for these roles, and a lot of people will be understanding that these roles are going to be imperative to their next steps in their career. So what I really need to do is to think to myself, I need to get my team to buy in and the wider set of team to buy in, and have a little plan of how I'm going to do that and be really successful at it. So what I really want to do is to learn all of the new processes that are going to be relevant with this new role, and really live and breathe them, and look at the standards that we have for delivery. So how do we go out into the classroom? What are our individual operation trainers doing? So if I can nail that and get their hands down, which I know that I can and will, I think that's what I want to do, and go up and down the country with that culture, living and breathing these new sets of values as a role model every single day. I really want to navigate new cultures, so I recognise that up and down the country there are going to be different situations, different cultures from our T-Mobile offices, where we've blended with Orange offices, from Merthyr and Greenock to Plymouth. We need to understand that culturally the business has been different, and especially since EE's been created. And I want to live and breathe those cultures and make sure that I'm able to navigate them correctly by looking at, if I'm going to implement something in Greenock or in Plymouth, they don't have to work at the same speed and pace to do that, because culturally the set of changes that might be going through from one end to the other might be different. So I'm going to learn who's who in the new role, and make sure that when I go across these sites, I can get buy-in straight away by knowing who these key players are within each team. I can start to live and breathe and get involved with the current teams that are already out there in our operation training departments. That means that I can start to be seen out there, working with the guys, getting on board, so I can start to look and liaise at who I can make as allies in them teams to go out and spread, live and breathe what it is that I'm also trying to mirror. Finally, I really feel that I can do a hands-on great job at this. I have not a lot of ties at home. I'm available to my wider team. I can work constantly and in a pressurised environment. So set me on a plane from one place, put me in a hire car, get me to the next, work me 9 to 5, work me 5 to 10. Anywhere you want, I will make it work, and I know for a fact that I will be a successful part of this new venture. Thank you.